Hey, it's the old man here in Yak Shamash. Well, boys and girls, Yak Shamash does not mean I'm good, I'm not sick. Yak Shamash means how are you? So, how are you? I found an app that translated Polish, apparently, is what they said it was. And Yak Shamash means how are you? And I tried to find Nikolashi and that didn't compute, so I have no idea what that actually means. But regardless, um, I hope everyone's okay. 98 days in the hole for me, which is just unbelievable. And we're living in an unbelievable time. And God help us. So, with that, let's throw our cares to the wind and have a story about the stages at Space City. This is the biggest one, and this is a guy could stand right in there. And behind these curtains were 6 speaker holes, plus there's one up there, I think one over here. I mean, he had it set up big time. And what he did, I have no idea. I don't know at all. Here's kind of a close-up of it. There's one of the speaker holes, and there's another speaker hole. And there's the old man 20-some years ago. And he was into it. Paint with glitter, Christmas decorations, tinfoil. He was a trip, to say the least. When the boys moved in, there were speakers in these. And of course, they hooked them up to the guitars, and they were probably speakers for a 6-volt system or something. So as soon as they plugged into it, they burned up and got hot and could have burned the house down, but thank goodness that never happened. And here is stage 2, just like we are in Skagit County. We're in stage 2. They opened the taverns and some restaurants and some other stuff, and the numbers are going up again. So here we go again. Unbelievable. I'm not eager to go out. I told myself when they went to phase 2, stage 2, that I would wait another couple weeks. It's been this long, another 2 weeks won't hurt nothing, and see what the numbers do. And I hope and pray that they don't go up like they appear to be doing already, because I think it was about at least a week and a half they had no new cases, so it looked really good. Yada yada yada. The media wants us afraid and divided, and they fan those flames every single day. Enough of that stuff. Let's go back to Space City. So here's stage 2. Paint with glitter. And this, I forgot to say on this picture here, this is like a pantry area. And if you went right over here, you would see this from the other side. And this was 2 different stages. If you looked in from this side, it was a stage, and if you looked in from this side, it was a different stage. What a guy. I think of what he did with these things, or why he made them, and did he have puppet shows? I don't recall seeing anything that looked like a puppet, but he sure had something in mind when he made these things. Shag carpet, like I say, paint with glitter, these things. And yeah, what a trip, to say the least. And what have we got here? And then this dragonfly is kind of in this area here. And apparently this picture was taken in reverse because it would appear, well, maybe it was this way. Well, that would make sense, but I don't know why you put a dragonfly upside down. Yeah, more mysteries of Space City and Frank. Yeah, what a character. And this, hold on, he's right there. Yeah, what a trip. He was something else. I wish I could have met him next time, right? And there's that, and we'll get this centered again. Yeah, what a deal. And this is looking from his bedroom to the west, and his knobs. Yeah, like I say, he had tape recorder set up. He had so much stuff going in that house that is beyond me. And here is the final stage. More tinsel from Christmas tree stuff, more paint with glitter, and more glitter over here, and more of these. So what he was thinking about, I have no idea. There's like a doily right there with flowers strategically placed, and paint with glitter. What a guy. And here's this other stage. This is that same one. Same as this. So, with a car radio, now I don't know if he had that hooked up. It's got a curtain for antenna, or a curtain rod to put curtains up there. A little switch right here. All of this wiring, and this wiring, like a knob for holding wires. Yeah, what was he thinking about? So the boys, when they rent this house, this had sat there and nobody paid any attention to it. So one night they came to the house, and there was no lights on. It was dark, and in here is a light bulb glowing, tucked into the ceiling. And I was living close by. They went and got me. Come over, we'll check this out. So we see this light bulb glowing, and there is no power to the house. We went outside with a flashlight, and the power lines are on the ground, so there is no power to the house. But in this room, in the ceiling, was a grid of wires, like this and like this. Hundreds of them. The whole ceiling was covered with them. And from those wires, they went to all this wiring and to that light bulb. And so somehow he was siphoning power off of the power lines, which were pretty close to the house, and making that light bulb glow. It wasn't super bright, but it was definitely lit up, and he was doing it free. And like I said before, he was all about electricity and almost died trying to steal power from those power lines when they first put him in. What a guy. What a guy. So, yeah, what was he thinking about? I thought I saved this whole thing, but I can't seem to find it. And here was some notes written here and taped on there. I don't remember what it said. But he had it all over, and all over this wall here was notes and dates, and he was into CB radios, and there's a place in the house that had everybody's handle and their number, and kind of like we lived in a house for a while, and the kitchen was unfinished, and so near the phone was on the sheetrock numbers and phone numbers and information and stuff that finally got covered up. So he was the same way, except he just had it everywhere. So, Space City. I'll show you some other goodies here. Get them fingers out of the way. There's this thing. Yeah, to find all these things and then have pictures of them, that was pretty cool. And there's this thing. Whoops, settle down. And that finger out of the way. A conveyor belt of some sort with windows and doors on the end and on-off switches. And let's see if I can show this in the light. And gears. And the PTO to the conveyor belt system. I don't know what this is. It's got gears and screws. And this conveyor belt is made out of Venetian blinds, the old steel ones that were outlawed now. And maybe, yeah, they don't make steel ones anymore. They're plastic. And I don't recall seeing this in Space City anywhere. I looked at the picture, so this may have been something different that he made. And of course the battery's going down. We're getting close to the end here. So thank you very much for stopping by. The old man will be back. I want to do one. The last one will be about the tapes. And I got to sit down and listen to them and find some good ones. I got one that has coyotes that just sounds so cool. Just a moonlit night, I'm guessing, and the coyotes are howling, and it was very cool. And the triple barrel shotgun. But this thing also came from the house. And that's a tin tuna fish can. And he's got, let's see if I can see it. Yeah. Rheostats, I think, and other stuff, and methodically soldered like he always did. And I don't know if that adjusted the a dimmer for a light. Your guess is as good as mine. So with that, everyone please stay safe. The old man will do the same. This has to end sometime, but it just seems like the never-ending story. So, everyone take care. Thank you very much for watching to the end, and the old man will be back. I'm good. I'm not sick.